Hey guys, welcome back to the 801 chat. I am your host Adolfo. If you're new to the channel, well, thanks for joining me. I do enjoy covering stories on gaming and a sprinkle and dab, a little bit of technology here and there. Alright guys, and for our first story, we have the Xbox One subscription plan that Microsoft unveiled. Now you have two options. You have the Xbox One S and you have the Xbox One X. Now both of them come included with the All Access Gaming Pass as well as the Xbox Live subscription. So when you look at it in that retrospective, not so bad. I mean, an Xbox One X at $34.99 a month for 2 years, very sweet deal. Considering you were going to pay for at least one or the other of the two services, this could be where things are headed. I mean, with consoles just rising, I can only imagine the next generation of consoles are going to be, really high up there. So, you know, with all of that going on, I definitely see this move as a smart move going forward for the industry. Sound the alarms! We have big news coming! What are the big news? I'm so excited! Apple unveiled new iPhone! Oh my gosh, what do they have? Alright guys, in case you have not heard the news, Apple did unveil 3 new iPhones. We got the XS, we got the XSL, and we got the XR. Now, is anybody thinking these are kind of sounding like the new DS's? Before I tell you my thoughts and opinions on these phones, let me know what your thoughts are before they get influenced by anything going on here, especially if you haven't seen or heard anything from anyone else. We'll do about 5 seconds. I'm just going to count it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that you've left your thoughts and opinions on how you feel about these phones, let me go ahead and tell you what I thought on this. Nothing too mind-blowing per se. I think if anything, the new Apple Watch they announced alongside with that was a little bit more exciting. It made me think, oh wow, you know, I could definitely see myself using this smartwatch. However, battery life, it's still not exactly where I want it to be at, and I know that'll take some time, so I'm still gonna hold off on one of those. As far as these phones go, biggest model is a 512 gig, however overkill for most, and I'm sure the price on that will be pretty ridiculous. Base price is starting at $1,000, and that's going to give you the 64 gig. 64 gigs isn't bad, but with 4K and higher resolution photos and all the medium consumption that people are putting into their devices, I'm not sure if 64 will cut it. I wish they had started at 128 gigs. Externally, it's essentially the same as the iPhone X. Internally, you got a 6-core CPU, you've got new sensors for the cameras, got a little bit better of a display, you have better sensors up front, so you have a lot going on internally. I don't necessarily think enough externally to get the average consumer excited on the prospects of these new phones. However, one thing I do think will get the market excited would be the XR, being that it is the new 5C. You know, it comes in the various colors, LCD screen instead of OLED screen. I kind of wish it was an OLED, but at the same time, in terms of saving for cost and also still placing the X in a market between the XR and the new XS, I could see why they would go that route. The camera, even though they only include one camera instead of the dual camera system, I do like that they implemented something similar to the Google Pixel where it can still do a depth of field effect with only using the one lens. So that's pretty impressive. Overall, for the smartphone market, it may become a little bit stagnant just because we are reaching a sort of pinnacle on what you can do with these smartphone devices. I think if anything going forward, a big new emphasis is going to be the smartwatches. Those can potentially end up being the new smartphone. Definitely, like I said, let me know what you thought on them. Are you hyped? Are you gonna buy one? Do you have an old brick and you're just like, hey, I need a new phone anyways, so whatever. And if so, which one are you gonna get? And let's go ahead and move on to our next story. So just last week we spoke about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Battle Royale mode and how we hadn't seen anything on that at Gamescom. And then literally, I want to say a day after I posted the video, if not that day, boom, they came out with the game trailer. As we know now, the PlayStation 4 has the open beta going and you do have a lot of streamers playing it. I checked out Jack Frags. I believe, I'm not 100% sure if I'm pronouncing it right. If you haven't seen his channel, he does a lot of content with first-person shooters. He does a great job at jumping into the Battle Royale beta and kind of showing you some of the really neat things they have going for them there. Now, will Black Ops 4 be putting PUBG up in smoke? I think the answer is yes. I've played PUBG. One of the things I wish about PUBG is that it was a bit more optimized, more fluid, less glitchy, overall just a better experience, which I do think they'll be able to get going forward with the help of Microsoft, since they did get signed on to Microsoft. However, if you look at Black Ops 4, it is looking very, very clean. Kind of at awe that they were able to pull this off, considering they've done nothing but smaller multiplayer maps with a smaller group of players. The fact that they're doing 80 players and that it's running as fluid as it looks is pretty amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Alright guys, and for this week's shout out, we have Andre R, who said, RTX! Seems like he's excited. I'm excited as well. I envy him though, because he may actually end up getting one. As myself, we'll see when I get one. I'm still running on the 900 series, but if everything goes well, I may possibly get one eventually. Well guys, that is super exciting. Definitely let me know down in the comments below how you're feeling on any of these stories, from the Call of Duty to those iPhones, all the way to Microsoft and their subscription plan. Let me know what you're disliking, what you're liking, what you're most excited about, what you're disappointed by, what you're least excited about. Anything and all in between, definitely let me know, and you may get picked for next time shout out. Don't forget to L, C, and S, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, fellas!